Hey y'all, it's your girl Wit Cabrina and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here once again. I just got over COVID, unfortunately, but thank God I am healed, I am refreshed, I am renewed. Thank you, Jesus, once again for healing me. Now, today's topic is God included in your pleasure? I want you to sit and I want you to think about that for a second. Is God included in your pleasure? Now, in my Bible study group, we are currently learning about Solomon, and we're currently reading the book of Ecclesiastes chapter by chapter. And we just got done talking about chapters 1 and 2. However, we found something very interesting in chapter 2. Now, we know that Solomon, he had it all. He had everything. He had the cattle, he had the slaves. He even had like all kinds of fruit trees. He had the houses, he had the vineyards, he had gardens, he had orchards, he had it all. And I'm sure that we all know someone like that. We all know someone who has the finer things in life, baby. They got the house, they got the new shoes, they got the new J's every time they come out. They got the new car, they got the Tesla, they got something, everything that you can imagine. Like, they is living the life. We know somebody like that. Well, that was Solomon, and Solomon was very, very wise. And he was also very, very knowledgeable. So he knew what it was like to live a life with God and without God. Now let's get into what I'm going to talk about here. Now, so he had everything, right? The problem here is that there's nothing wrong with having the finer things. There's nothing wrong with having a nice house. There's nothing wrong with having the nice shoes, the nice car, the nice jewelry, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because all this is gift from God. God gifted us this so we can have the ability to have it, right? The problem is when we are looking for meaning in these things. That's where the problem is, y'all. When we are looking for meaning in the things that we have pleasure in. Because at that point, we're trying to find in them something that they aren't designed to provide. For example, the things that we have pleasure in, they're not designed to provide us healing. They're not designed to provide us love. They're not designed to provide us what our heart desires. They're not designed to bring us what God can do for us. Only God can provide those things. So we got to stop looking for meaning in those things that are designed to bring us meaningless. It's designed to bring us things that God can bring us. For examples, putting your time and effort and looking into relationships to find love, when God is love. He's the only way, the truth, and the life. He is love. So how can we go into a relationship to find love when we already have the love, and that's God? So we have to stop idolizing things, right? Expecting it to give something back that is not meant to give. And it's not meant to give everything that God can give for us. So I want you to ask yourself, and I want you to think about it. Is God included in your pleasure? The things that you have pleasure in, which is fine. Just don't idolize it. But the things that you have pleasure in, is God included in that? Are we going to include God in that? Are we going to wait for God to provide us what we need? That meaning. Because what our pleasure is very meaningless. And it cannot provide us the same thing that God can. I want you guys to think about that. You guys have a blessed day, blessed night, whatever time it is in your time zone. And thank you for watching. Tune in the next video.